Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lene. Hope you're well. If you're not, I hope we're well soon. And hi. So I've been having I made a video about social media and all that jazz, and like some of the stuff that's been coming up that's been programmed into me that I'm like, whoa, and I'm trying to sort through. So I feel really happy today, and it's because I am recognizing the direction of ascension that I'm going in, and it feels amazing because it feels like I'm being freed from all these constraints and, conditioned ideas and perceptions that I never asked for, you know? I think part of the interesting thing about, I guess, just being a human being, but about the way that our world has evolved right now, the way that we are conditioned by social media, by shows, TV shows, like movies, stuff like that, books, whatever, like the way that we are conditioned by mediums that people create and portray like people to be, it warps your brain so much. And so not only is conditioning like a spiritual thing, it is it's a very real psychological thing. Your brain, the neural connections, the way that you perceive, the way that you act, the way that you behave, it is conditioned. And you may wonder, like, why do I keep feeding into these negative perceptions and negative ideas of myself and other people? And it's because of that conditioning. It's because your brain is literally used to thinking that way. So it continues to go in those cycles. So it's like a mind cycle, which is also a spiritual cycle. It's all interwoven. But I just the realizations I'm having today, I feel like I need to share, and I might make another video later because I was writing things down. But it's so interesting, right? It's so interesting because I'm realizing my whole adolescence and part of my childhood, I had toxic behavior modeled to me, and I had all these judgments that people were making about each other. I felt it, I saw it, I was around it, and with my level of sensitivity and my personality and everything, just everything together, it messed me up. And I already mentioned this in my last video. It messed me up. But guess what? It doesn't matter how messed up you perceive yourself to be, you can always get out of it. And that is the truth and realization that has been the most freeing for me. That once I become aware of the things that have impacted me, I then have the choice to change how it impacts me in the future. And it doesn't mean that these things will be changed instantly all the time, but it means that I have the opportunity, and I always will because I now have the awareness, the opportunity to change myself in a way that is healthy, that is conducive to how I want to live, to my happiness, to my joy, to my vision of, what I want my life to be, where I want to be, who I want to be, who I want to be around. All these different things come first from you figuring out who you are outside of your conditionings and finding out the truth of who people are outside of conditionings, right? The interesting thing that I have noticed is sometimes I feel my mind is attacking me with these perceptions, these conditionings, being like, this is how you need to be, or you're not enough because of this, or you handled that wrong, or all these different things that just attack me. And I'm noticing more and more how these things are not true, and also not only that these things are not true, but that because it's not true, it doesn't have to affect me forever. It does not have to affect me forever. And the hard part is that because you've become convinced by other people and by the conditioning just within yourself from exposure to things, that your mind is somehow telling you that it's not true. The truth that you know is true isn't true. So it's like this weird mind F. I don't want to say the F word because YouTube, but whatever. A big mind F between you and your mind, like, but this is the truth, and your mind is like, no, this is the truth because I've been programmed this way. You're wrong. And you're like, okay, let's unpack that, right? Because you're only reacting that way because you're conditioned that way, not because it's the truth, not because that's the reality. It's because it's your perceived reality from everything that's been pushed in there, programmed in there, the cycles that your brain has become used to. And it is so freeing to know that all I need to do truly is to work with my mind and to un-F my mind. And once I do that, I stop caring. I will stop caring about these conditional perceptions of people, of myself and others. If you think about a survival level perception of people, they did not care as much about how you look. They did not care as much about like what you have, unless it was a means of survival, right? But like in this world, the most important things are not how you look or what you have. The most important things are what you do, how you act within yourself. Are you trying to contribute something good to the world, or are you trying to perpetuate the bad things? Like what, you know? I'm sorry, this video, I'm not sorry, by the way. But this video is a little all over the place. I'm just really excited right now, and I'm like, I gotta just say words. That's why I'm probably gonna make another video later with like a more specific message, but I just want to give out that good energy and just discuss these things as they come, because I just think it's very valuable. So that's what's been going on in my brain today. And I also have been recognizing, like, I'm a psychology student, right? I'm very interested in psychology. I think it's very important to acknowledge your mind and how it's been affected, and how the processes in your mind and in your brain work, so that you can work with your mind to improve yourself rather than destroy yourself, right? Because I was so used to me and my mind having a constant battle, and now like the more you understand your mind, the more you know why it's acting that way, the easier it becomes to work with your mind, to even be compassionate towards your mind and understand that it's not your mind's fault. It's not your fault that happened, that it has become that way, but it is your choice within yourself if you would like to change that, you know? So it's like, it's crazy because it's like bypassing all the programming that you've ever had and bypassing your brain's initial reactions to things. So I was watching some interesting videos about like complex PTSD and stuff like that. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist. Don't take my word for everything. I'm just sharing what I like and I know. I'm just a psychology student. I have to put that out there, whatever, I don't care. So anyway, it's interesting because this guy was talking about the different areas of your brain. So there's like areas of your brain, I can't remember the names of the brain, this is why I'm not a doctor. But there's an area of your brain that is like, has like an initial reaction to things, the impulsivity of like, this is what I'm used to, this is what I've liked in the past, so this is what I'm going to go towards, this is what I'm used to, blah blah blah. But then you go to like another part of your brain that actually knows like the reality of things, is like, hey, but like maybe you're like initially like but then you start to realize that that's not good, you know? So it's like trying to come back to the rationality of what really isn't good for you, versus what you think is good for you based on your conditioning, you know? So I just thought this was so interesting, and the more I learn the actual technical psychological inner workings of it, I would really love to be able to combine it with spirituality and talk more about it on this channel, because so cool. But yeah, that's what I was just thinking about today, right now, in this moment, and I'm glad I shared it. And I'm going on a hike with my friend today, and I'm so excited because I haven't seen her in a while. And that's another thing. Like, get outside and do something, people. Stop staying in your house looking at your phone being like, what are these people up to? And go and do things and experience life. You only have one. Well, actually, in my belief, you have many. But it doesn't matter, because don't you want to enjoy this one? Don't you want to enjoy this life? Don't you want to have fun and have friends and just be in your body and be with yourself and enjoy yourself, because you're amazing and beautiful as you are? And I think part of it is that we don't realize like how amazing we are on our own. We are a human being, and we have a soul, and we have all this, and we have so many opportunities and potential, and isn't that cool? It's so amazing. Like, come on. Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, wow, I am a holy, amazing, beautiful creation. I am part of nature. I'm meant to be here. What can I do with that? You're given a beautiful opportunity to experience life on this planet, in this body, right now. So you do it, because it's worth it. Okay, gotta go. But I love you guys so much. I love myself. I love you guys. I love everybody. Because we're all just trying to figure out how to get out of these conditionings so that we can actually be ourselves. And we can actually be happy. And we can actually contribute to the world in a positive way. And for that, I'm also realizing that the immense compassion I have for people is only growing the more that I'm understanding myself and that I am cutting these illusions. So yes, okay. Have a great day. I will probably make another video later, and as always, I hope you're well, and if you are not, I hope you are well soon, and you are happy, you are safe, you are joyful, and you make the most of your life every single day, because you deserve to. That is your right. You are alive, you are life. Be life. Okay? Alright. Bye, guys.